Hello, this is Caleb with Garvin Sewer Service at 4160 Monroe Drive. So, I came to this line at first. There's a little bit of roots on the top. I cabled it twice. The roots that are kind of hanging from the top, this line goes out to the parking lot. So I'm not sure where those roots, they're probably dead roots, honestly. If they're hanging from the top, and sometimes they move out of the way when you're snaking, kind of like car washers, like the brushes on car washers, if you will. So I want to see if I got them. However, I did see one spot where sewage looked like it was backing up, or at least hung up there, around like 60 feet, or it's a crack. I'm not sure, but we also have, in addition to that, a little belly. And we'll address all those three things as we see. So I snaked the line 3 times, not 3 times, 2 times. I want to say that it's not like a true sweep like the other ones are. So this sweep is like good because this line goes straight out the carport, so it wides into the HOA line pretty immediately. So I'm going to zero out my distance indicator right here. So to travel along around the 8-foot mark is where I'll double check the distance. I think I said 13 feet, maybe 14 feet. I'll double check that and put that in the notes. But right here, we start to go underwater. I marked this just a few feet away from the clean out, going straight out at 4 feet, 4 inches deep. And then we go fully submerged. Now, there was some sewage and toilet paper hung up here, so that's one of the reasons why I snaked it, to clear that out. And then we pop out right here. So maybe about 15 feet. I'm going to double check the distance on the top as well. But somewhere between a neighborhood of 13 and 15 feet long, we go fully submerged in water. It kind of gets better towards the end, but right there we're fully submerged. I do want to note that around 8-9 feet, my cable was having some issues, and it may be just getting hung up on scale, but it seemed to kind of want to bend the blades back in a certain way that indicates there is a possibility of a crack. With where the cable as it's spinning, it might get caught on a crack or something like that, and then it doesn't want to turn. I have to shut the machine off and kind of unravel it. The blades came back really flailed out, looked like they were trying to break, so what I did is I changed them out and I bended the blades in so that they wouldn't catch, and it seemed to go out just fine. Now it could be just scale. It might not be a crack at all, but then we come out of the water and the rest of the cast is good. Cast to clay transitions right here at 24 feet. I didn't note this the first time I ran the camera. Wonder if somebody ran some water. So just going to reassess here. Okay. Okay, so record keeping purposes, I want to say about, we want good pipe to band onto. So if we want an estimate, we're going to start our measurement at 5, we go underwater. Not that little hump right there is 5 to, we'll say 19. 5 to 19 feet, so that's 14 feet long right there. And we're good. And then this clay at 24, we got a little bit of settling up until this fitting, which is 28. So a 4-foot section. maybe have a little settling. If we do an estimate for the cast, we might want to think about just doing that as well. I'll go ahead and locate that and mark it as well. So 14 foot and a 4 foot. For 14 foot is more of an issue, and it's in the cast, so it's going to expedite that rot process. I mean, it might last a while. Looks like those roots right there were cut out really well. Kind of looks like a little offset, or maybe just the way the fitting is. The roots right there were cut out pretty well. I'm also going to mark that one too, just for our purposes. A little bit of roots right there on the top. Those are really hard to get. But it looks like I got the ones hanging down, so that's nice. I don't see a reason why they would grow back because there's nothing even close by. So yeah. And then around, see those that seemed like I couldn't get for whatever reason. But those are going to cause a backup, and I don't see why anything would be continuously growing there. They just kind of move out of the way. See right there too. Well, I would love to get those, but my 2 times with the blades bended in because I was having troubles. Seems like we can't get those, but I don't think those are going to be an issue anytime soon, but I can't get them. Around this area, I thought maybe there was a crack on the left side. I have a picture of it, but it looks like that was just maybe sewage built up, but it's now gone. So there is no crack over here. That was just some buildup on the side. I had to clear it to make sure, so we're good there. And about 81 feet or so to the tap. So I don't know. It kind of looks funny. I'm gonna mark that, and whenever we put in the estimate referral, I'll have somebody take a look at it. It might be worth doing a spot repair. Could be an offset. Could be a little bit of chipped clay. Let me locate that right quick. I'll pause the video. Okay. So I located this funky looking spot. It kind of looks almost chipped at the top. It doesn't look flushed. Maybe it's a slight offset. I'm just going to note this just so that we're covering our bases here. It might be worth a discussion to repair that if we do any other type of work. That's at 50 feet. It is 6 feet and 4 inches down. And in the first lane, closest to the fire lane, this line's going straight out. So somebody must have flushed while I was doing locates. So 20. I'm sure it's not. Oh, someone did flush. So our line kind of dipped underwater at first. Locate this spot right quick. And it was only 4 feet long, and it's just on the other side of that other belly. Four feet 7 inches right there. And then someone was running water, but it was about 4 feet long at the beginning of the video, and then right here at this fitting, it was good. .4'8". The cast to clay transitions right where the fire lane starts, right outside the parking garage. So got a 14-foot belly where the camera goes fully submerged, and we got a pretty minor 4-foot leveling, I will say. So if you just combine it all, even though there's a space in the middle, that's good. You get about 22 feet from the beginning of the cast iron belly to the end of the clay settling. And then at 50 feet, 6 foot down, we have that spot that kind of looks like an offset into our chipped clay. Other than that, minor root intrusion that I'm not even sure where it's coming from. Some of it was cut out effectively, some of it's hanging in a way that the 3-inch blade that I had to bend in weren't able to get it. There may be some cracking going on the cache, just the way the cable was reacting, but the sewage has now been cleared out of that, so shouldn't back up anytime soon. But if somebody flushes any wet wipes and hygiene products or too much toilet paper all at once, the settling and or the belly may cause a backup. So a little bit of stuff going on this one. It's not super 911, but it does, the 14-foot cast section definitely probably needs to get addressed at some time in the future. Still, there'll be a 30-day warranty on this video or on this cleaning. Any other questions, give us or myself, Caleb, a call. Thank you very much.